The dramatic goalkeeper used to train his shot-stopping skills every single day. This guy would train for hours and hours every day, and it got to the point where it was nearly statistically impossible to score against him. He was an excellent goalkeeper, but he always made his saves look way better than they actually were. This guy would do everything for the camera. Since he made himself look incredible, the scouts started noticing him. One scout in particular was very interested in signing the dramatic goalkeeper. She called the head coach and told him she found a generational talent. The head coach agreed and called the dramatic goalkeeper over. Turns out they were representing his dream club, and they decided to offer him a 3-match trial contract. The dramatic goalkeeper couldn't believe he was signing for his dream club. He was on a 3-match trial. In the first match, the striker got a point-blank chance, but the dramatic goalkeeper pulled off a generational save to secure his clean sheet. The next opponents were the league leaders, and they got an abundance of chances. But time after time, the dramatic goalkeeper kept the ball out. He was putting on a show with the most over-exaggerated saves. But at the end of the match, the head coach called the dramatic goalkeeper over. He told him to stop doing the camera saves because it was too risky. He ignored and disrespected the head coach. The third and final match was up against one of the strongest teams in the league. They got a clean-cut chance midway through, but the dramatic goalkeeper made a spectacular acrobatic save. He started taunting his own head coach. Then the opposition got another chance from distance. This was the most crucial test. The dramatic goalkeeper saw the head coach telling him to play it simple. He chose to ignore him, but this time he did too much. The ball got past the dramatic goalkeeper and he conceded. The head coach was furious, and he immediately organized to terminate the dramatic goalkeeper's contract. And he was absolutely devastated. Nevertheless, the dramatic goalkeeper kept training hard every day. He kept making the most dramatic saves over and over, and then someone caught his attention. This man called him over, and apparently he was a scout from a European super club. The dramatic goalkeeper couldn't believe his eyes or ears. The coach said that if he could save 3 out of 5 one-on-ones against the star striker, he could sign a contract. The dramatic goalkeeper knew this was his last chance to be the next John Ruddy. The dramatic goalkeeper had to save 3 out of 5 one-on-ones against the team's star player in order to sign for this team. He started very well by making a super dramatic save to deny the star player. Then he let the star player past him, only to dive back and heroically keep the ball out. This looked like it was going to be easy, until the star player locked in on everything and hit a power shot PlayStation plus past the dramatic goalkeeper. Then he showed his 5-star skills and ended up scoring again. It was all down to the last shot. The star player stepped up and he ended up faking it. This sent the dramatic goalkeeper. Now the star player had an open goal, but the dramatic goalkeeper stretched as far as he could. He saved it with his foot, keeping it out and securing his spot on the team. What absolute scenes, mate. The dramatic goalkeeper was starting in the next match, and it was against their ultimate rivals. Then a random fan shouted at the dramatic goalkeeper, reminding him he got released from his last club. This completely threw the dramatic goalkeeper off. He was so in his head now, and he lost his confidence. The rivals got 2 strong chances, but they got unlucky. Everyone was so confused. The dramatic goalkeeper was in his own head, and he started flopping on his debut. The other team went 1-0 up. Then the dramatic goalkeeper took a minute to remember his prime and how good he was with confidence. This flashback motivated him, and something switched. The other team got another chance, but this time he pulled off an overly dramatic signature save. Then they got another chance, and he pulled off the first ever no-look save. No one could believe his glow-up. Then the winger made a darting run, and the dramatic goalkeeper hit a scissor kick pass. The winger received it perfectly. This was a last-minute chance to tie the game. He volley sliced it top bins, and they had officially clinched a draw. What's next for the dramatic goalkeeper? The dramatic goalkeeper was in his prime, but then he got a call from a Spanish secret agent. This is when he got the greatest news of his career so far. He was basically signing for one of the biggest super clubs in world football. Everything was literally perfect until the dramatic goalkeeper realized he had competition for the #1 spot. He was against a seasoned veteran goalkeeper. Whoever saved the most out of 5 penalties would get the starting spot. Junior, the Portuguese legend, was taking these penalties seriously. Junior smashed the first penalty top bins. Then he sent the dramatic goalkeeper the wrong way to score again. He hit another penalty top bins against the veteran goalkeeper. But then he had his technical penalty saved in a signature dramatic style. Then Junior went for the Panenka chip, but the seasoned veteran read him like a book. Then the dramatic goalkeeper pulled off a generational save to take the lead again. Then the seasoned veteran answered with a Mazza save. Now the dramatic goalkeeper was getting cocky with it. Junior tried another Panenka, but the dramatic pulled off a generational fumble. Fortunately, he got saved, but a blunder from the seasoned veteran. It was all down to this final penalty. If the dramatic goalkeeper saves this, he'll become the starting keeper. The dramatic goalkeeper had to save this to stay on the team. He ended up diving the wrong way, but he got a hand to it and tipped in onto the crossbar. This had secured him the started position, and he'd officially proven himself. The first match was coincidentally against their biggest rivals in history in the Spanish Cup final. The rivals started strong and were literally dominating the game. The French striker was on a mad one still. He got an early chance, but the dramatic goalkeeper countered it with an unnecessary dramatic save. Then they got a header chance, but the dramatic goalkeeper plucked it out of the sky effortlessly. They got chance after chance, but the dramatic goalkeeper continuously kept the ball out with style. Then in the dying moments, the French striker locked in and tried a generational chip shot. The dramatic goalkeeper pulled off an inter-universal save of the decade, but the striker scored the rebound. This was outrageous because he clearly used his arms. The referee checked the replay and he disallowed the goal. Then he announced it would be a kind of penalty shootout between only the two goalkeepers. The dramatic goalkeeper stepped up first and scored with composure. Then the rival goalkeeper stepped up and he equalized. Next, the dramatic goalkeeper expertly faked the rival out and sent him the wrong way. Now it was 2-1, but the rival goalkeeper answered with a calm penalty to tie it up. The dramatic goalkeeper's risk paid off. The rival GK answered by beating the dramatic goalkeeper to equalize. Then the dramatic goalkeeper made it 4-3 with a calmly placed pen. But once again, the rival GK smashed the ball in to tie it. Now it was the dramatic goalkeeper's final penalty. He knew he had to score or the rival GK could win. He kicked the ball as hard as he could and it went so far, top corner. Now the pressure was on the rival GK, but he felt nervous. This was the biggest moment of the dramatic goalkeeper's career, but he dived the wrong way. Somehow he caught it with one hand, making the save of the season. He had single-handedly defeated the rival GK and won El Clasico. Now the dramatic goalkeeper was the most popular player on the team, but the 17-year-old star boy was jealous because he used to be the most popular. Will they get into a fight? The dramatic goalkeeper got in a fight. Then he challenged the 17-year-old star boy to a 1v1. It was first to 3 goals or saves. The 17-year-old star boy started strong. He cut to the outside and wrapped it top corner, beating the dramatic goalkeeper. On his second attempt, he dribbled in close, but the dramatic goalkeeper came out and made a strong foot save. The 17-year-old star boy locked in, and he knew what he had to do. He cut in and out and ended up sending the dramatic goalkeeper the wrong way to make it 2-1. He only needed one more goal to win. This time, he started pulling off insane 9-star skills. The 17-year-old star boy had a chance to win it all. He set up a screamer volley, but the dramatic goalkeeper pulled off a top-drawer save. It was now all down to the final shot. The 17-year-old star boy took a heavy touch, and they both raced to the ball. Then they collided. They were both highly injured. The 17-year-old star boy realized this beef was silly. He helped the dramatic goalkeeper up, and they squashed the beef. Next up, they had important match. This team was a title contender. They got an early chance, but the dramatic goalkeeper equaled it with a better save. The rival winger nutmegged the 17-year-old star boy. He had a chance to score, but the dramatic goalkeeper made a completely extra save to deny him. Then he saw his teammate open and pulled off a completely overly dramatic scissor kick pass. The 17-year-old star boy controlled it beautifully. He ended up scoring his signature Trivela goal. Now they had a 1-goal lead in this huge game. The other team hadn't given up. They had a crazy volley attempt, but the dramatic goalkeeper made a crazier save. Then the striker saw the dramatic goalkeeper off his line and went for the chip. Will he equalize?